What's going on, everybody? It's just another day in the kitchen, back with another episode, and in today's video we're taking a look at none other than Travis Scott, aka LaFlame, and his latest merch drop titled the Elkins High Merch Collection in support of his newest sneakers. Now before we get started, I want to give a special shout out to the homie Strain Beats, who's been cooking up phenomenal beats for these videos, so make sure you guys check them out. And while you're here, you might as well drop a like and subscribe and join our free Discord to stay up to date with the latest and the greatest. Shout out to all of my chefs in there. Now, as you can see at the time of me recording this video, Travis's latest sneaker raffle is currently available on his website at shop.travisscott.com. And while these Canary Yellow Air Jordan 1 lows have been getting a lot of attention, sometimes not for the best reason, in this video I want to explain just a little bit more about them, starting off with the inspiration for the color scheme. Now, if you didn't know, young LaFlame here actually attended Elkins High in Texas, which of course represents where these colors are coming from, giving you a little bit more understanding why we're seeing this one. And although you're likely not going to be able to get your hands on these in your size, Travis would also go on to drop a full-size run, making these available for the entire family. Now, as is with every Travis Scott sneaker drop, he has some kind of merch collection to support it, and this Elkins drop is no different, starting off with the following hoodie, which would go on to set the tone for the rest of this collection by focusing on themes of school spirit, which you guys will see here shortly. Now, one thing I do want to point out is that they do advertise that this is taking 6 to 8 weeks to ship, so as is tradition with Travis Scott merch, don't hold your breath on that and do expect for this to arrive a bit later. And while shipping with Travis is essentially playing Russian roulette, one thing I do want to highlight and focus on in this collection is that it's very reminiscent to his most recent Jack Goes Back college merch collection, and it immediately made me think of my own hometown UCF Cactus Jack merch collection, which you guys can see right here, which ironically shares the same mascot of the Knights. So when I saw this tee right here in particular, I almost had to do a double take, as I wondered if this was a leftover from my UCF collection. And as someone who doesn't really have a ton of school spirit, not in part due to my many student loans, I honestly don't really have a big connection with these pieces, although I can appreciate, I guess, what Travis is trying to do here. Now, the most important thing I wanted to highlight about this collection in particular, and yes, these are $80 gym shorts, is the fact that every single one of these items in the description mentions that donations from both the Canary Yellow Jordans as well as this Elkins collection are actually going to be donated to a Houston area food bank, which I think is really refreshing and I hope inspires other artists as well. Now, as you guys can tell, to wrap up this collection, there is a pair of tube socks available for $24, and yes, the shipping is anywhere from 10 to 12 weeks, so be prepared to wait up to 3 months or more for one pair of Travis Scott socks. Now, with that being said, I do think these Canaries are perfect for the summer, and if you were able to get your hands on them, again, let us know in the comments. Now, something I do want to address that I've been seeing online is a lot of people mentioning that they're kind of getting tired of Travis Scott dropping similar sneakers, and I see where they're coming from, as the Jordan brand has been relying heavily on Travis to push their collabs over the last couple of years, so I'd love to know in the comments how you guys feel. Now, the other thing I want to say is that the merch itself this time was very uninspired, especially when compared to Elkins High regular merch. So I don't know if it's fair to say I'm underwhelmed, or I just expected them to do a little bit more given that this is Travis's high school. Now, as far as the rollout for these Canary Yellows, I do want to mention that these are women's sizing, so Travis's team would go on to hook up women's athletes such as Caitlin Clark, as you guys can see here, which I think was a great choice. And although I wasn't one of the lucky ones to get my hands on these today, I do want to highlight the fact that Travis was able to gift the entire graduating class of seniors a pair of his new sneakers, which I think is so sick and such a cool memory. And it's honestly things like that that make me feel really on the fence with Travis's latest sneaker drops, as it's no secret that thousands of pairs continue to get backdoored with no effort on his side to actually combat it. But maybe that's just part of the game at this point, and what do I know. And if you're interested in learning a little bit more about Travis's past with donating, he does have the Cactus Jack Foundation, which I'll go ahead and link in the description. Now, with all that being said, it's no secret that LaFlame is a busy man, whether he's dropping the latest sneakers or getting into brawls at the film festival, so I'd love to know in the comments if you guys ended up picking up any of this merch and what you guys think. And if you're interested in learning more about Travis's first college merch collection, I'll go ahead and link my video to the Jack Goes Back drop in the description. Now, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching, and I'd love to know what you guys think about this one in the comments. Personally, I think the entire merch collection is a bit uninspired or lazy, although I do appreciate the tribute to Travis's high school, and I really respect the fact that he's actually donating proceeds to his local community, and again, I do hope that this inspires other people with similar platforms to do the same. As always, guys, thank you so much for cooking with the kitchen. Thank you guys so much for having patience with me. Lately, it's hard for me not to feel like yay in this photo here, but I'm really thankful for your support and your patience, and I promise I've got some more videos cooked up here right around the corner. As always, guys, please have a safe time. Please remember to be safe. Have a great weekend. Thank you so much for cooking with the kitchen, and remember, it's lit straight up, and peace.